Ever struggled to leash train your dog? If so, you're certainly not alone. Many of us have experienced the pull of a leash, the sudden lunges, or the all-too-familiar sight of a dog walking its owner, rather than the other way around. But fear not, because we're here to help. Welcome to Pawsitively Perfect, the ultimate guide to leash training your canine companion. Our goal is to help transform these everyday struggles into a walk in the park, quite literally. We're going to dive right into the art of leash training, outlining key principles, sharing expert techniques, and providing essential tips to help ensure your dog becomes a leash-walking pro. So buckle up your leashes, get those tails wagging, and prepare to embark on a journey that promises to turn your walkies from a chore into a joy. We're about to take you on the ultimate journey to leash joy. You might wonder why leash training is so important. Well, let's stop for a moment and delve into the heart of the matter. Leash training is so much more than just about keeping your dog from running off. It's about building an unbreakable bond between you and your canine companion. A bond built on trust and respect. When your dog understands the concept of the leash, it provides a sense of security and control that is both comforting and empowering. It also teaches them impulse control, fostering good manners in public areas and ensuring their safety. A well-leash-trained dog knows its boundaries and respects them, allowing you to enjoy peaceful, stress-free walks. According to the American Kennel Club, proper leash walking is a fundamental part of dog training. And here's a fun fact for you. A study conducted in 2018 found that appropriate leash walking reduced stress and anxiety in dogs by a whopping 68%. So, leash training isn't just about walks. It's about creating a healthy, happy bond with your furry friend. The right gear can make a world of difference. That's the golden rule when it comes to leash training. But how do you pick the perfect gear? Well, it all comes down to understanding your canine companion's size and personality. For those curious pups who love to sniff every blade of grass, a retractable leash might be your best bet. It allows your dog to explore their surroundings while still keeping them within your reach. On the other hand, if you've got a strong puller, consider a no-pull harness. These are designed to gently discourage dogs from tugging, making walks a lot more enjoyable for both parties involved. And let's not forget about style. Bold and vibrant collars and leashes can let your fashionable fur babies strut their stuff, turning heads in the park. But remember, it's not just about looks. The gear should fit snugly to avoid escapes and discomfort. Remember, the right gear is comfortable for your dog and gives you control. So choose wisely. Training can be a challenge, but remember to stay positive. The key to success lies in your attitude and approach. Imagine you're learning a new language. You wouldn't expect to be fluent overnight, right? The same goes for your canine companion. Leash training is a process, and it's important to celebrate every small victory along the way. Now let's talk about reward-based training. This approach is all the rage in the dog training world, and for good reason. It's about rewarding good behavior instead of punishing the bad. So when your pup walks nicely on the leash, reward them with a tasty treat, a fun toy, or a round of enthusiastic praise. But what if your dog pulls or misbehaves? Don't worry, stay calm and gently redirect them back to the desired behavior. Remember, patience is your best friend here. Positivity and patience lead to the ultimate leash-walking champs. Now that we've covered the essentials, let's dive into the actual training process. The first step is to start indoors. It's all about baby steps, or should we say puppy steps. Begin in a calm, familiar environment. Keep leash sessions short and sweet, gradually increasing duration as your pup gets comfortable. Next, we move on to outdoor walks. Start in a quiet, distraction-free area. As your dog becomes confident, slowly introduce more challenging environments. Remember, every new smell, sound, and sight is a whole new world for your dog, so patience is key. Now let's talk distractions. Squirrels, other dogs, and that irresistible smell of a dropped hot dog can send your pooch into a frenzy. When distractions happen, and they will, stay calm. Use your cue words and treats to redirect your dog's attention back to you. It's all about creating a positive association with focusing on you, even when the world is full of exciting distractions. Finally, it's time to give your dog some slack, literally. Once your dog has mastered walking without pulling, you can start to give them a little more freedom. This doesn't mean letting them pull again, but rather allowing them to explore their surroundings while still maintaining control. Throughout this process, remember to always be consistent. Dogs thrive on routine and consistency. Use the same cues, the same rewards, and the same expectations every time you leash walk. This will help your dog understand what is expected of them and make the training process smoother. Leash training is not a one-day affair. It takes time, patience, and lots of love. But the reward is a well-behaved dog who is a joy to walk with. With these steps, you're well on your way to successful leash training. Remember, every dog is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. The key is to find what works best for you and your canine companion, and most importantly, to enjoy the journey. Training doesn't stop after the first few successful walks. You've made a great start, but the journey to leash mastery is a marathon, not a sprint. Just like any skill, leash walking requires consistency, patience, and gradual advancement. Each walk is an opportunity to reinforce good habits and introduce new challenges, like navigating crowded areas or passing other dogs without pulling. Remember, the world is a playground filled with exciting smells, sights, and sounds. For our canine companions, it's like a daily adventure that tests their discipline and obedience. Consistency is the cornerstone of successful training. Stick to your training methods, be it verbal commands or hand signals, and maintain a regular walking schedule. Your dog will appreciate the routine and start to anticipate these fun outings. As your dog grows more comfortable and confident with basic leash walking, gradually introduce more advanced concepts. These might include heeling on command, changing pace, or even navigating obstacle courses. Always match the difficulty level to your dog's ability and increase the complexity gradually. Don't push too hard or too fast. Remember, we're aiming for progress, not perfection. Dealing with distractions is another important aspect of advanced training. Whether it's a squirrel darting across the path or a noisy garbage truck, your dog will encounter various distractions on your walks. Teach them to focus on you amidst all the excitement. This can be achieved through focus exercises and impulse control training, and of course, always reward good behavior to reinforce the learning. Lastly, don't forget to have fun during these training sessions. A positive and enjoyable experience will make your dog look forward to these outings, making the training process smoother. Remember, consistency is key, and every day is a new opportunity for learning. So, lace up those walking shoes, grab that leash, and let's hit the pavement. With time, patience, and a lot of love, your furry friend will be a leash walking pro in no time. Leash training can seem daunting, but with the right tools and approach, it's a walk in the park. We've covered everything from understanding why leash training matters to picking the perfect gear for your dog's unique personality. Remember, staying positive is at the heart of successful training. Your patience, combined with reward-based training, will cultivate good leash manners in your canine companion. We've also discussed the importance of starting indoors, gradually introducing outdoor distractions, and what to do when squirrels happen. Remember, give them some slack, but also stick to your training like drool on a tennis ball. With time, practice, and consistency, you'll see progress. Advanced training isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Over time, your pup will become a leash-walking champ, making your walks a delightful experience. With these tips, you and your furry friend will be strolling stress-free in no time. Thank you for watching, and happy training. Ever struggled to leash train your dog? If so, you're certainly not alone.